Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Podcast Charge. This is episode 12 of this amazing podcast we're filming here on the Charger Bulletin YouTube page. Now, I'm sitting here with one of the greatest men alive, my own father.
What's going on, guys?
So this is Hector Ramirez the first. I always introduce myself as your host, Hector Ramirez the second, so you know where I got my name at. So you want to tell a little bit about that story of why you named me the second?
No, I don't know. Actually, we're trying to get.
You don't want to tell the story?
I'll talk about it, but actually, we're trying to get your last name, Luis. The mother wanted to get Luis in there somehow, so she was thinking about Alexander Julian or something like that. So we decided at the last minute, or I decided at the last minute, at the hospital, we go with the Hector L. Ramirez II.
He's compelled to just name me after
Well, the
yourself.
name is so powerful that I figured I could continue on in the future, So that's
There you go. That's the legacy of my name. Just taken right from birth, right then
That's
there.
it.
But again, welcome to episode 12 Podcast Charge, where we
Thank
go over the weekly news of University of New Haven directly from the Charger Bulletin. Now, if you're a student on campus, you can always pick these up every Wednesday on the racks that are around campus. But if you're not a student, or even you just don't want to pick up the paper, you can always go to chargerbulletin.com, or you can follow Charger Bulletin on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Charger Bulletin. Or even then, you can follow here on YouTube for your weekly news on Podcast Charge every Friday. So, Mr. Ramirez.
Yes, you call me Luchy.
You Luchy? No, I'm gonna call you Dad.
No, not that. Call me Luchy. I'm Luchy on Facebook, so if you're looking up Luchy Ramirez on Facebook for some surf lessons, and follow the Surf Fighter Foundation and Connecticut chapter. Thank you.
So speaking of surfing, before we get into the news, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, you just mentioned surfing, so what's that to do with your background?
Well, growing up in Puerto Rico, the warm weather, the waters and everything are warm and stuff, and I really got into skateboarding. And then from there, I progressed into surfing, and it's been doing that for over 35 years now. So it's pretty much my life, besides my family. This is my life.
Yeah, so I mean, surfing's like a huge deal. It's like the one big thing you always
Yes,
around. I mean,
yes, everything,
your
vacations.
your shirt for one.
Yes,
you know?
Surf Fighter Foundation from the chapter of Costa Rica when I was down there. So big up to them. Big up to the Long Island chapter also, and to the Connecticut chapter for all their work and the support they do for the Connecticut chapter.
That's awesome. But so you're a surfer, but you're also another big thing that's just really influential in your life, and that's your career.
Yeah, a little bit. I do. I'm mostly a surfer and a part-time fireman for 30 years. I say part-time because my
Not
life
part-time.
is mostly surfing, but then I incorporate my work around surfing, not work around pleasure. Of course, always works against in the way of surfing, but without working, you can't get to where you need to go to. So you need the funds. So working is very important. Having a good job is very important, and staying focused on what you want to do is very important. But
You also love being a firefighter. You say it's the best job in the world.
It's the best job in the world. I'm also in the Marine unit. So I'm a firefighter and also a rescue swimmer on the Marine unit for M203 NOAC rescue unit. So yes, I've been doing that for 30 years, loving it, loving helping the people, and I just feeling the vibe of it.
Good. Well, we're gonna get more into that later in the episode, but first we gotta do is what we do our weekly roundup for
Yes.
University of New Haven the news.
Got to keep the guys informed.
Definitely. I mean, there's not much news to go around for this week. It's a little bit of a slow week, but still we have a couple of fundraisers, a couple of really cool events to talk about. The first one we're talking about is the Phi Sigma Sigma raises $4,164 for the Foundation for School and College Readiness. Now, this annual event took place on October 6th. It's known as the Inferno event, and it was raising money for their philanthropy, which is like human services type of work.
Yeah, we need that. We need that too.
Which is the Foundation for School and College Readiness. The charity that charity itself, the foundation, donates to impoverished areas. Proceeds go to new computer labs, scholarship funds, and school supply banquets. Is really nice. So again, donated $4,000, and that's a
big up to them.
Yeah. So what this Inferno event did was it took 5 to 10 people in a group, participated in multiple events throughout the week starting from October 6th, and included events such as tug of war, intellectual challenges, other relay races, so a lot of physical activity as well. Each person that was in the group donated $10 to the event, so that's how they raised that much money, which is really nice.
Yes, very nice.
So cool for going to computer labs and all that kind of cool
And
stuff.
everybody that helped out and support too.
And I'm sure it was a lot of fun. I'm sure it was a lot of fun. It went throughout the week, so I'm sure it took out a lot of stress too with midterms and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
So that's nice. It's going straight into the second event, It was the Black Student Union's 5th annual Save a Breast. So it was a breast cancer awareness kind of
Yes,
thing.
it's important.
Took place on October 11th. A lot of great response. A lot of people attended, not only just female but males as well, because males have that problem too with breast cancer.
Yes, that's correct.
So fan activities are related to the cause, and also the fall season took place. So they'll have paint the pumpkin, so little events like that to just promote having fun and also being aware of breast cancer.
Sure.
So also baked goods were also at the event. So if you want some free pastries, you got some.
Nice, that's good.
So that's really cool. And that's really the news we're just going to go over for today. Again, not much to talk about. There are other great stories, such as Connecticut getting its first female professional hockey league or hockey team.
Good, good.
Which is known because Connecticut's not really known for having professional teams overall. We don't really have a professional basketball team,
No, we don't.
But now we have a professional hockey team for women, which is nice.
That's awesome.
So you can catch more of the stories here in the Charger Bulletin. Again, every Wednesday we post up a new issue. So catch up on there, or you go to chargerbulletin.com to catch up on all the latest news here at the University of New Haven. So let's get straight to what we're going to be talking about for the rest of the episode. Luchy.
Yes.
Dad. So talk a little bit about being a firefighter. Like, it's a lot different from when you actually went out and applied for the job compared to now. But talk a little bit how you got into it.
Well, I was in the Marine Corps for 6 years. I got out of the Marine Corps. I figured I'd get me a nice, good job. So I applied for the police department, state troopers, all kind of emergency services jobs. And I got hired for the fire department in 1986 of November.
That's a long time.
That's a long time ago.
100 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much. You could say it's going on 30, starting 30 in November. So I complete my 30 November. And the things that changed so much as far as apparatuses, the way everything's run now. Everything's completely different now. Even our schedule of times has changed because we used to work 2 days on, 1 day off, and 2 nights, and now we're working 24-hour shifts. So that even changed. So I had to get adjusted to that. But other than that, it's a great job. I recommend that job for everybody. If you're into it, if you have to be a little, I would say not crazy, but not too many people go to a burning fire. So you kind of got to be all there. Just like when I go surfing on hurricane surf and jump in the water in the middle of the night. Not too many people want to do that, but I'm down to do that because that's why I guess I was born to do stuff like that. And I'm glad to help people out whenever I can. And other than that, I mean, I think it's the best job in the world. I mean, I'm here filming today. I go back to work on Friday, and then I'm off till Tuesday. So my wife loves it because I do a lot of stuff around the house, cooking and washing and all that. So
it's all right. You're not on trial.
Yeah, but it's good because it just shows that the balance, if you're off, you should be able to help out at the wife or the girlfriend or whatever at home. So just keep everything balanced and running smooth, because when everything's like that, it runs smooth. So other than that, the job is a great job. A little dangerous. I've been hurt, operation in the back, 4 collapses and stuff like that. But the rewarding of it is great, especially when I saved that person that she was drowning and he tried to commit suicide. I saved him, and then he came back looking for me and wanted to hug me and kiss me and all that. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I never had a moment like that in my job. And normally you see him and then they walk forward. You never see him again. But this guy wanted to see who was the one that saved them and wanted to hug me and kiss me. So that was a good moment in my life. And besides you guys being born.
That's right. The best one being born.
Yes.
No, just kidding. But no, that event you're talking about where you saved the guy who wanted to commit suicide, saved from drowning. You actually won an award for that.
Yes.
Not too long ago.
Yes, last year I was appointed a Fireman of the Year for Norwalk Fire Department, and I got an award and a certificate and all that. It's all great and everything, but the main focus of that was that I saved that person's life and he got to live forward again and got to reunite with his family again, which he wanted to, and that's the main thing for me.
That's not the first time you put your life at risk for other people.
I've done it a couple of years ago. Also, I saved 2 people drowning when I was surfing. They got caught in the low tide and in the rip, so they immediately didn't know what to do. So I paddled out there and got them and did what I did, and then that was it, So and of course, one person lost their life that year because it was 3 drownings at the same time. I couldn't be there everywhere, but I tried to do my best, and that was it. So yeah, it's a great feeling.
I mean, you call it crazy. We call it heroic. We call it having the best kind of brave out there, right? Well, because from people on the outside, you're gonna say, "Oh, just something I need to do. Something is my job." Yeah. To us, it's like, dude.
There's a lot of people think like that. I don't think
that's
like that.
Insane.
I think I did like my regular job, just go in and do what I gotta do, and you can't hesitate. That's one thing in the fire department, you cannot hesitate because once you hesitate, somebody's life could be in danger. So, you got to just make your move and do what you got to do and be smart about everything. No tunnel vision and just think about what you got to do and just do it.
So with that in mind, is that this kind of job's not for everybody?
No, it's not for everybody. I'm trying to get a lot of people in this job, and they're like, "Oh, I'm not going to this burning building, this and that." But you got to realize you're not working by yourself. You're working as a team. You got 4 guys with you. But then again, you got to rely on your team members. So that's very important. Also, teamwork, not only with the work, but everything else. Spouse, girlfriend, everything works at teamwork. If they don't work teamwork, it just won't work.
Yeah, coming from experience, long time. You've been
Yes.
even a firefighter before
Even in the Marine
me and
Corps,
my
it's
sister were
about
born.
even in the Marine Corps, it's about teamwork too. Our howitzer, we all work together as a team, and that's why we excel. We were, one of the best ones in our unit. So
Yeah.
again, teamwork.
Yeah, it feels like a whole family.
Yes,
Whenever we go to little events that are happening in Norwalk, whether it's firefighter day, whatever the case may be, even just to go to the station here and there, it feels like we're meeting old friends.
Sure.
Everybody knows my name. Everybody calls me Macho. Everybody
Yeah.
calls my sister Christy, whatever the case may be, because they know who we are. Which it feels like a big family.
Well, other guys I worked with, I've known them for 30 years. That's a long time once you start thinking about it. Working with some same guys over and over and over. So we're more like family. We're not like we're co-workers because we rely on each other for everything, cooking, everything, saving our lives or jumping if I'm in danger to help, pull the rope if I'm going down in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So you rely on all that stuff. So not only just, firefighting, it's everything else. And out of firefighting too, life,
Mm-hmm.
meetings, parties, we always helping each other out, construction stuff or whatever, helping other people out. We're all about that, just family oriented.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So for people that want to get into being a firefighter, what would you suggest for them to start out with? Or what would you suggest the path they should take to become a firefighter?
Well, the first thing I think they should take is some courses in fire technology, especially New Haven University has the best fire technology courses. The instructors are awesome because I know a lot of them there. So yes, I would say fire technology is the first course, and the second is to stay focused because it's not easy. This when I took the test in 1985, 84 was when I took the test. There was I think 2,000 guys taking the test. So and now when you go take a test nowadays, there's over 5,000 guys. So you have to be like focused on what you want to do. Stay focused and don't give up because sometimes it takes 3 years before you even call you for an application for an interview. So you have to stay positive on everything and don't give up,
Yeah.
And take every test you can take as far as fire department, whatever. Take every test in the state of Connecticut and it's all practice. So the more tests you take, the better it is for you.
Yeah, definitely taking the tests you have to study for.
Yeah.
For sure. Because I remember my freshman year of college, I took the test, and it was pretty challenging.
Yeah.
It was actually a really challenging test. It definitely was a stressful test, too.
Yes, it is.
At that time, too, I didn't really know if I wanted to be a firefighter or not. So I think that kind of hurt me, but it was still a challenging test I did prepare for. I did get a good grade, but not enough for, like...
You got a passing grade, but
Yeah.
it's just... nowadays, the passing grade, the guy that came on the job last year, the highest grade was like 115 on tests. So you kind of like got to be genius, It's like all these guys are like geniuses now. So, but even though you're on the list, because I know a guy that was trying to help on to get on the job, and he did get on. He was number 20 on the list. He's ready to go into service. Just hang on there, because a lot of guys on the test don't want. Once they want to take the test, they get there and they see what it's all about. Then they realize, oh my God, this not might be for me. So they don't even take the job. So even if you're 30 on the list, stay on there and stay positive because you might be able to still get called. Because I know guys that were on the job on the list for 20, Edgar, and he came on, because 5 guys didn't want to take the job because they realized that they didn't want to go and burn these buildings. So just hang in there. So wish you guys luck whoever goes for it, So.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very fun job because you get to meet a lot of great people. You get a lot of great connections.
Yes.
Not only are you just in the fire department, you're also working with the police department, with the investigators, crime scene investigators, detectives, all that kind of stuff. So it's a very branch out job within CJ. So for those of you that want to go into it, I from this man here, I highly suggest it.
And we are giving a test in December this year. So
where at?
I'm not sure where it is. You can go to norwalkct.org and then look up for employment for Norwalk Fire Department, and then there you'll tell you. I think we have to October 30th is the list. You write your name down for the list, and then December is the test. So if you're interested, go for it. We still taking applications in, everything through email, through computers, and I wish you guys the best.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. So before we end the show, let's talk a little about your hobby because it's not very common in Connecticut to see surfers around.
Yes,
You know,
correct.
because tell us a little bit about surfing. You know, where's like the locale you go to and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
The locale we go to, really.
surfing in Connecticut is no, it doesn't assist because as fast as no waves there. But a lot of the guys go to Rhode Island. I go to Long Island because it's a little closer for me. I've been going there since the '85s. Surfing is it takes me it's my church, I would say, because when I go to the beach there, I forget about all the problems. I catch my waves, come back, it's a brand new world again. So yeah, surfing. I'm involved with the Connecticut Surf Fighter Foundation, Connecticut. 300 strong members now. We started out with three, so we're doing really well.
Nice, nice.
Getting a lot of recognition throughout the chapters throughout the United States. At first, they said, "Well, there's no surfing in Connecticut," but what we're doing is mostly not just surfing. We're more cleaning up the beaches, awareness to all the children in the future about plastics, because this is a big problem we're having now in the ocean. A lot of plastics. Please recycle if you could, and try not to throw anything in the ocean. If you do go to the beach or the ocean, try to pick up any trash you see, because that all comes back to either the animals eat it thinking there's food, and it goes in that digestive system, and they die. So that's important that I pass that word as far as plastics, recycling and stuff, and keep the beaches clean, especially in Connecticut.
Yeah, you're definitely a beach nut.
Yes,
That's for sure. If you
yes,
could live
yeah.
on the beach, you could.
Yes, I will. I will be doing it. And I'm going to as soon as I retire. So.
Yeah, I know, right? Definitely. I mean, you're the crazy one that went out to go surfing when there's snow on the ground.
Yes, snow on the ground, hurricane. Is some people just surf in the summertime, but for me, I can't wait to all summer to to the water gets warm. So I have to go out there and even when it's winter, put the right proper gear on, and that's why I was chosen for rescue swimmer on the marine unit because I do jump in the water in the wintertime and cold, and when nobody wants to go out there, I'll be the one to go out
Yeah,
there.
you just don't care.
Yeah.
You just don't
No, it's not
care.
that I don't care. It's just that I don't.
No, you care
I
like
don't
the
care about the
weather.
environment. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if you got a job you got to do, you can't let the environment let you
Yeah, I know.
stop that
I know.
because
If
it
you
still needs to be done.
those huge waves out there are just like good enough waves that you just want to ride out there.
Yes, and I also want to thank Joaquin for having 21 days of surf non-stop in Long Island. So everybody got stoked on that. So
Wow, that's pretty cool.
yeah, 21 days of straight surfable waves in Long Island. So
That's really cool.
so
Wow.
yeah, that hadn't happened in years. So that was we're thankful for that. A lot of guys are thankful for that, and for Mother Nature for that. So,
Yeah, but you love surfing so much, you want to incorporate it in your children's lives, and you certainly have.
yes, yes, not by choice, just by you had to do it.
Yeah, basically we were forced to surf.
Yes,
But I have a lot of fun with it. I really do like it. It's very challenging. 'Cause I noticed that when we went back the past summer, when we got on the yellow board, your very famous yellow board you had for years.
yes,
I mean,
Stewart 76.
the
Yeah.
the longest I can remember. It was just so difficult trying to get up on that board because it's been a long since I surfed. But as soon as we got like the soft tops out, I was hitting it like nothing.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
Well, it comes back to you after a while. Even though you don't do it for a while, the fundamentals are still the same with the pop up and you keeping your feet a certain distance. Everything's still the same, just like riding a bike. You never forget.
Yeah.
You know, you always.
Yeah, I'll never forget those awesome just gliding rides. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like that. Really, when you get up on the board and you feel like you're just gliding across, you feel that little drop, like you got a little bit of air. It's one of the best feelings in the world, I think.
Yes, it is, and only a surfer knows the feeling because you can explain to you whoever you want, but only until you do it, it's gonna
Yeah.
you know how you feel that glide and that feeling of you're on top of the water because you're kind of like you're gliding on top of
Yeah.
the water, and in order to do that you have to be on a board or on a buoy board or whatever. Even body surfing is still good, but there's no feeling like being on the board.
No,
You're
definitely
controlling all
not.
that
Definitely
wave and
not.
stuff.
It's a little scary.
Yeah, it can be a little
at first, but-
intimidating, but it's like everything else. You got to put everything around you and just focus on what you got to do, and that's it. And just
Yeah.
go for it, So
So the one thing people are definitely going to be wondering about as a surfer, sharks.
yeah, well,
So what's the deal with sharks? So what's
well,
your
the
history
sharks
with them?
I mean, they got to eat too. That's what I say. They got to eat too. We're in their environment. I mean, technically,
Yeah.
we're going into their world. So, I respect totally the sharks and all the marine life because we're going into their world. So whatever is there, we can't be afraid of. We just got to either go around it or just if you see sharks, don't go in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that, there's gonna be sharks in the water because that's their life. That's their world. There's all kind of animals in the water. So you can't be afraid of that. You just gotta go do what you gotta do, and that's it.
Yeah, you had a couple of sharks running after
Yes,
you.
I had a few encounters, and when I was in North Carolina surfing, Carolina Beach, we had an encounter with a shark fin coming at us. I think it's the most scared I've ever been because of the fact that you're hopeless. You can't get on the board. You can't run. You can't grab to the lid. You got just there. So what I did was I screamed out shark in a very female way. I screamed it out, not in a manly way.
So squealing, just
Yeah,
squealing
yeah,
out there.
I mean, I could lie, say, yeah, I was a shark, but I wasn't like that. I was like a little girl screaming, you know? So it looks terrible, a 45-year-old screaming like a little girl. But yeah, I did scream out shark, and everybody acknowledged it, and the first thing that I did was try to catch a wave in, and my legs and arms went out of the water. And I should have been looking back, but I wasn't looking back, and I luckily made it to the
It's
shore.
worse if you look back.
Yeah, because then you know it's coming, you know. So
Yeah.
I figured, let me just go ahead and lift my limbs up and try to body surf that wave all the way in, and I did, and luckily,
Have you ever punched a shark in the nose?
Well, I would if it would have come into me, but he didn't want none of it. He didn't want none of me today that day. He had nothing. So everybody was upset because the waves were really good. And everybody had to pack up and go somewhere else. But yes, that was one encounter, and another encounter was when I was surfing again in Emerald Island, North Carolina, and I come into the beach and there's people pointing at me, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. You know, I thought they were saying hi to me, but they weren't saying hi. They didn't even know me. They were pointing at the shark that was on the shore behind me, and I'm like, what are you guys? Yeah, what's going on, guys? And I'm, no, look. I think, oh my God, it's a shark. I think you were after me. I mean, it was only 3-foot shark, but still would have nibbled my toes or something, just enough to make me scared.
He just wanted a little appetizer.
Oh my God, he wanted a little appetizer.
He's a little appetizer.
So that was a little frightening. Immediately I did a prayer because of the fact he was definitely coming after me because he found me all the way to shore. So. But yeah, he didn't get me that day. So,
that's pretty cool though.
Yeah, but that was a little
escaping shark attacks and dodging house fires.
Yes.
And that's his life. That's my dad.
And last year we were dodging frozen water because we were on the sound and all the water was frozen, so we had to break the ice in the sound because of the fact that if we needed to get out there in emergency, we needed to get that fast. So this first time last year that I seen the Norwalk Howard Sound was frozen. I mean, I've never seen that. So yeah, we had some challenges in our world, in our job, but I love it. You know, you can't go. I love it. I've been 30 years, and I feel like I can go another 30 years. But of course, your body starts telling you that you're not getting a little too old for this job. Once you start putting the tank on, and because everything we have on is about 90 pounds with the equipment. So, and then my 150-pound body.
No, all muscle.
My mistake.
All muscle.
150
pounds.
It's 210.
All muscle.
I made a mistake. It's not 150. It's 210. But for the record, it's just 150. But so after a while, it gets to you where you're realizing that maybe it's time to move on to something else.
You're a big risk taker.
Yes.
I mean, you're a dangerous man.
Yes.
You're a very dangerous man. But for some reason, I'm never really worried about you.
I don't know. Well,
as the only time I did worry about you was when I watched Ladder 49. And then after that, I watched that movie. You got called to a big fire.
Oh yeah,
that's when I was like scared out of my mind.
That. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I was scared out of my mind.
Yeah,
other than that, like how many times you injured yourself, how many times you put your life at risk, I never worried because for some reason I always knew you'd come back.
Well, and that job,
I always had that reassurance.
Yeah, and that call there, you call that you're talking about what they call
that big fire.
Yeah, what they call it a general alarm. And the general alarm, they call everybody in, and that's what he's talking about. That general alarm and that day wasn't too bad because mostly what it was is just we're launching water because it was actually a whole block of warehouses with lawnmowers and all kind of equipment. So all we pretty much did was there was no bodily harm, there was nobody in there, so we didn't go in. So all we pretty much did was just launch water over it to try to extinguish the water. But it lasted 4 or 5 hours because it came on at 2 in the morning or something like that.
Okay, so it wasn't like a huge apartment building.
No,
fire.
it was a whole block.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy though.
But the thing about it is that that building, it's just equipment. It wasn't bodies or people. It was just equipment with the long chairs and lawnmowers.
What do you mean there's no people? Like everybody was just on vacation?
No, that place, there's a warehouse where they store all their equipment for the landscaping company. So that whole building, I guess, ignited, and then being gasoline inside it with all the equipment and all that stuff, it just took forever to extinguish. But we got it done, and the building the owner got a new building out of it. The whole thing got demolished.
Good for them then.
So that's what he's talking about, that general alarm there. Yeah, I remember that. But
but I never really worried about whether you were come back or not. For some reason, I just always knew he would come back. I don't know why. I just never really worried about it.
Well, you can't hurt who job protects. So, job protect, you're good. So, if you keep that in mind, then you're all right,
Well, Luchy, or Dad, because that's what you are.
Yeah.
The greatest dad in the world.
Thank
You
you.
even have a
Thank
mug
you.
that says so.
Yep, that's right. That's true.
Thank you so much for coming on Podcast Charge. I really
That's
appreciate it.
That's it. No more.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
got more to say. I have to come for another day, then I guess.
yeah,
I feel like
definitely.
talking about the Felice and Fire Olympics.
Oh yeah, definitely. The
Yeah.
one he coordinates all the time. He wins a gold medal
Yeah.
every year, right?
But yeah, I try to anyway.
No, but thank you so much, Dad, for
no-
coming on. I really appreciate it. It was
No
fun
problem.
having you on this episode of Podcast Charge.
My pleasure for coming.
Yeah,
And thank you for inviting me too.
So will you come out for another episode in the future?
I sure would. If you guys invite me again, you guys want to see me again?
If I tell him to.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Or order. Or if nobody comes at the last minute, so I'm like the backup guy. But yeah, I'll be glad to come back again. I'll come with more news, maybe more jokes,
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, whatever. But yeah, I'm here. I'm down.
Well, give me a hug, you big lug. I
All
love
right.
you, Dad.
I love you too.
I love you, Dad. So thank you guys. Stay tuned for next week on Podcast Charge. Again, if you want to catch more of us here, you can stay on Charger Bulletin YouTube page. Just click the subscribe button. If you like what you see here, definitely click that like button. And is it like or it's thumbs up or
You
like?
better like it, because now I'm
Whatever
going
it
out
is.
to your house to see if you got any smoke detectors or anything.
Exactly,
in
it's
your
right
house and find you.
there. It's
You
right
better
there.
like that, because I will be coming over your house.
You can always catch news on the University of New Haven at chargerbulletin.com or on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Charger Bulletin. Again, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at Macho Channel 213. I'll be in the link description below. I'll catch you guys next week on Podcast Charge. Stay charged.
Charge, Chaka.